If you want to strengthen your intuition, this episode is for you. I don't know who needs this, but if you do, stay tuned for more because I have 3 blocks and 5 fixes that you would not believe are tied to strengthening your intuition. Thanks for tuning in.
Hello, and welcome to the Constance Messmer Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in.
It is my experience from my work of decades with this material that there are 3 blocks to strengthening your intuition and proper use of your intuition. The first one is scattered energy. Second one is unsure of how intuition works in the first place. And the third one is unsure of trusting what's actually coming through. And now I want to give you 5 fixes that will help you with this, that will help you strengthen your intuition and let your ego take a back seat, right? Kind of pushing your ego out of the way, but streamlining your capabilities to move forward and trust what your intuition is trying to help you with, whether it's warnings or insight or information or more direct, paths to a hope or a goal or a, strategy pointers. All of these things, our intuition can guide us in, not just like, ooh, don't date that person or don't go into that restaurant, you're going to be ill, but other real life skills, life things that we need to kind of figure out what's happening here. What's the broader experience that is occurring, not just on the physical level, but on my abilities to really work with soul senses. This is for you. This is for you. So the blocks again are the scattered energy, unsure of how intuition actually works, and unsure of trusting what's coming through. Listen, this material has been coming at me for the last week, and I keep arguing with spirit. I work with a team. If you're just tuning in for the first time, my name is Constance Messmer, and I'm here to help you strengthen your connection to your own soul senses and and the abilities to reach your full potential, right? By using your soul senses to navigate your world in a new and profound way, hopefully, right? But I talk to spirit. I don't work alone. I get messages that are channeled in. I go into conference in spirit realm and have these major discussions with spirit going, you really want me to go through this? You really want me to talk about that? Okay, fine. Sign me up. I'll do it. I'm just I'm the reporter. I'm the messenger, right? And so if this resonates with you, hold on to it. Rewatch, copy, whatever. Hold on to it. If it doesn't resonate with you, then maybe I'll see you next time. So these blocks of scattered energy, unsure of how intuition works and unsure of trusting what's coming through. These are the fixes that I want you to try. There's 5 of them, right? One is to be present. You must learn to be present, and being present combines stillness and mindfulness, right? Stillness is the ability to quiet the external noises and mind chatter using breathing techniques, or just like actually even to calm down your mind chatter. Or you can even write down your thoughts to kind of harness and capture them for later exploration, because maybe there's something there that's deeper to understand that's been busy and keeping your mind in constant motion. So this stillness, this quieting of all the noises inside and out is going to help you be more present, right? You can tell I'm reading from some notes that I took with spirit in my meeting, because it was like, listen, I got to take notes, you guys, because I don't want to channel this stuff in the moment. I want to actually apply some of this to my life. How's that? So the more you quiet the noise, the easier it's going to be to recognize the subtleties of your intuition. It's like you flip a switch, right? Physical senses to soul senses. So the more stillness that you can have in this quiet spaces, the more you can go, that's a thought out of nowhere. Perhaps that's a clairaudient moment with my wise self, right? This deeper knowing. Or maybe it's coming from somewhere else. Where'd that thought get airdropped from? So stillness is important for mindfulness, or stillness is important for being present. The other thing that's important for building presence as a strength And a way to strengthen your intuition is mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is paying close attention to what's happening. It's conscious awareness of your thoughts and your experiences as they're occurring, right? It's being in the present moment, being here now. You can use things like breath work or muscle relaxation techniques. Sometimes I recognize, like, oh my God, I'm so tense. I'm so tense. And I use my breath to relax my body to go, what's coming up for you, right? And then I go into the quiet stillness of the intuitive feedback or the inner wisdom of knowing of like, oh, I know what's got me intense, got me more tense than I need to be, and then I explore that deeper. You can also use not just the muscle relaxation techniques like I just mentioned and breath work, but also meditations. You can also rewatch and re-listen to my episode, Tuning In Walk. It helps you focus and strengthen your mindfulness. Have that a listen if you haven't heard or seen that episode already. It helps you strengthen your mindfulness and your ability to be present to what's happening in the moment, right? That's why I created that episode, was to help prepare you for what we're going through now. This all will strengthen your ability. Any of these will strengthen your ability to be present, to focus, to heighten your conscious awareness to what is happening in each moment. All of these mindfulness practices, right? So mindfulness and stillness will help you be present, and being present will help strengthen your intuition. The next thing, I'm getting chills and goosebumps. I'm going to cry. The next thing is you've got to be honest, right? You have got to be honest. You have to be honest with yourself and with others. This is paramount. I've learned this the hard way. Sometimes I let people take full advantage. I'm the doormat because I'm like, oh, take the high road, be kind. But in all honesty, I want to give them a piece of my mind, or I want to walk away, or I want to just say, no, I'm over this. I'm done. I don't want to help. I've helped enough, all of these things. It's time for you to help yourself, kind of stuff. So the important part is to be honest with yourself first and foremost, and then be honest with others. Listen, I'm not saying don't be compassionate, because you can always say, what's the best way for me to say this so it'll land and I won't feel like, the bully after the conversation, or I won't feel uncomfortable. This is especially important for empaths, because empaths, you oftentimes naturally caretake others at the expense of your own self and soul, and the detriment of your own energetic experience. And so it's important that you move any reactionary, which could be solar plexus energy. Check out my solar plexus chakra video. You have to move it up to the heart. So it's not a reaction, it's a response, but you can combine the two. You're going to have a reaction, a visceral reaction when someone's crossed your path or something's not right? But you move it to the heart so that you can respond, so that you don't have your response drag you down or your reaction drag you down later. This is important for empaths. So it's important to be honest with yourself first and foremost, but then be honest with the other person in a way that's comfortable for you to be honest, so that you're heard, right? So that you're not the doormat, that you're not walked over, that you get to get it all out of you, so that you're being honest with the whole experience, not just partial experience. This is really important. Now, why is it important that you are honest with what you feel and what you think? It will help clear your path to truth, to your authentic self, to higher consciousness, and accurate intuitive experiences. I kid you not. I kid you not. This being honest with yourself and others will send out a signal to the cosmos that you are only wanting the truth and nothing less. Truth of the situation, truth in the intuitive experience that you're having, truth in the strategy that you want to put forward, truth in the messaging that comes back to you. When you radiate and resonate out this honesty and truth, it will reverberate and then meet you out in the world. And so when we kind of, is it kowtow to other people's needs and acquiesce? I shouldn't use words I don't know. Are you guys looking these up for me? Acquiesce to other people's kind of demands, and set ourself aside and are dishonest in that, in it to us, to ourselves, we diminish our light in ways that will affect your intuitive nature and your ability to harness a stronger sense of intuition, right? So You strengthen your intuition by being honest in your life, right? This will help, totally help the quality of the information of your intuitive experiences that come back to you, and it will allow you in those intuitive moments to feel the clear sensation resonance of, does this feel right? Does this feel right to me and for me, right? And not only just with the content of the information that comes to you, but also the quality of the information, but the quality of the connections that you are having, whether you act as a medium, whether you're channeling information, whether you're a reader, all of it. You've got to be honest in your day-to-day life to yourself and with others, so that the quality of your intuitive experiences are honest. This is important. This is so important. I have full body chills right now. I'm like, okay, wow, I get it. Your 11 Soul Senses, a journal for self-discovery, is something I created just for you. It is complete with definitions, writing prompts, and blank journaling pages to help you reconnect with your true essence and your soul sense abilities. To get your copy, visit my shop or go to constancemessmer.com. And thanks for tuning in. Is my mic on? I'm always like, is my mic on? So be present, be honest. The third thing of the 5 fixes that I promised you, the third thing is emotional and mental openness. These will help strengthen your intuition. You've heard me say this before. Open heart and open mind. Open heart and open mind. These mean that you're open to the possibilities of what is coming to you. And when you have an open heart and an open mind, this will allow you to really navigate each moment with clarity, so that you can tell if your ego, if your ego is weighing in, because you will come to know yourself enough to know when your ego is involved and how it might be interfering on the truth. This is countered by an open heart and an open mind. It allows for compassion to yourself and to the full experience that is coming intuitively to you, right? In all the ways that it can, which brings me to your next fix. You need to know how intuition works, right? It isn't just a gut feeling. It isn't just a thought in your head or a vibe. It is all of your 11 soul senses. This is why I teach the full gamut. Your intuition comes by way of your 11 soul senses. You must learn about them. You must work with them. You must practice working with them. Your 11 soul senses, are the pathway for your inner guidance to come into your daily consciousness, right? You'll find individual lessons and episodes on each of these if you go to my podcast playlist. This will strengthen your intuitive abilities supremely, because you will recognize where you're strong, what areas you're stronger in. And I'm going to create a video episode for you on ways that you can kind of test your abilities and see where your strongest abilities might lie. I am going to do that. I think I'm going to do that, right? We're doing that? Okay, good. So we're going to do that. So knowing how your intuition works is important in strengthening your intuition. That was number 4. And the 5th fix for strengthening your intuition is make it a lifestyle. You have got to make it a lifestyle. You start with small decisions if you need to, and build this trust and intra-psychic rapport, this connection to strengthen your intuitive abilities, this connection to your wise self. remember before I've taught you about intrapsychic rapport. It's this rapport of comprehension between your higher consciousness and your ego self. And when you make this intuitive practice, a daily practice, a lifestyle, and you're recognizing moments to switch between physical senses and your soul senses, you can start to build this part of your spiritual practice in regards to understanding the nature of your world at this deeper level, at this higher conscious level, right? So that you can reach greater potential in your life and greater strides and manifesting your desires in a closer relationship with yourself and others in our world and our planet, right? If you need to make your abilities a lifestyle and monitor your progress, keep a journal. I have plenty through my shop. I'm looking around because I'm like, yeah, in it for the highest and best good. Here's one that I would use, but that's me. Yeah, because you want to know the truth, right? And what's the highest and best good for you and, in your journey, right? Your soul's journey. So keep a journal to remind yourself how you're doing. And when you're having intuitive moments or choosing to enter into something with your 11 soul senses, how did it pan out? So dive deep, right? And when you're having an intuitive experience that comes at you or comes to you, milk it for all it's worth. Milk it, milk it, milk it. If you're having a vision, milk it. Really look at it, hold it. Is it a person from your past that's passed on? And what do they want? What are they doing? What do they look like? What are they trying to convey as words? Like really lean into the experience so that you can build this psychic muscle, if you will, right? And so keep the journal, but also make a commitment to turn to it, to turn to your intuition, using your 11 soul senses, to harness this skill that we all come in with, and to follow the power that is your intuition, to follow the skill sets that you carry naturally within you. This is not just for people that do this as a practitioner for work. This is for everyone, right? I use it in my corporate world. I have used it with people in the corporate world to help them really come with better strategies or fine tune their brainstorming sessions and how they might troubleshoot their team or their partners. And I've also used all of these skills and strengthening exercises also as a practitioner, a light worker. I think we're all light workers. I've told you that before, but specifically people in the field of mediumship, reads, psychic development, channeling, all of it, astrology, readers, whatever. And body workers, right? Energy healers and stuff like that. But I use it predominantly in my personal life, my day-to-day life. We all can. And so I just want you to recognize that one of the ways to get beyond the ego mind, the physical reality of you've had experiences that are impressed upon your psyche through your upbringing or your past or whatever, to get beyond that to a greater truth of your wise self, your authentic self within, to get to your true nature and to strengthen your intuition, These are my pointers. The 3 blocks are, if you have scattered energy, then you're not even harnessing in, right? You could be all over the place, and it's like you just got to streamline it to focus in. You do. It doesn't mean that, listen, when I'm doing the work, I am casting a wide net using all of my 11 soul senses to get the information. That's important. Some might think, oh, you seem scattered. No, I'm not. Like, whoosh. Or when I brainstorm with spirit, it might be like, quick, catch these pieces, catch these lessons as they come down. And it might seem scattered, but it's not, because we're brainstorming. Brainstorm with spirit all the time. So anyway, watch out for scattered energy. Watch out for, again, the second block was unsure of how your intuition works. And the third was unsure of trusting what's coming through. And again, the fixes is be present through stillness and mindfulness. Be honest with yourself and others. Have emotional and mental openness, open heart, open mind for truth of every situation, and know that it could be beyond your wildest dreams. You have to be open to that. That's what you're hoping for, right? You are pretty powerful. I want you to remember that. 4, knowing how your intuition works, that it works through your 11 soul senses. Those are the pathways to your higher consciousness. And finally, make it a lifestyle. Make one commitment now to make it a lifestyle, and let me know in the comments what that is. Now, that could be anytime I'm about to make a decision, I'm going to close my eyes, put my hands on my heart and go, does this feel right for me? You know, is this the best job to take? Is this the conversation I'm ready to have? Or it could be your form of making it a lifestyle is to sit in, daily meditation or quiet time, or go for a mindfulness walk and go, what am I aware of? What's coming to my thoughts, and what thoughts are coming to me and not from me? And so is that guidance? Is that my higher self? Is that from beyond? Where's that from? So it could be that some of your lifestyle commitments are really entering into things, right? Or it could be that you're going to start trying to see auras around people. Check out my aura and energy awareness videos on and exercises on how you could practice that to work on your clairvoyance skills. So how are you going to work to put your intuition as a lifestyle change so that you can be empowered for your greatest potential? Let me know in the comments. I'd love, love, love to know. Thanks for tuning in.